Hey, what's poppin'? It's your boy JD Comedian. Good morning. How are y'all doing today? How am I doing? I'm okay. I'm alright. Well, today, I just want to talk to you guys about the Jehovah Witness elders. And I want to do a little test, because I want to take the wisdom and logic and the thought process of a Jehovah Witness elder and see if it's better than a mentally disabled parakeet. It's just like another a regular parakeet, just a bit slower. You know what I'm saying? Can that parakeet beat out a Jehovah Witness elder? Let's see. Let's run a small test. If I ask a mentally disabled parakeet whether or not I should get a blood transfusion to save my life, the mentally disabled parakeet is probably going to tell me something like that, something along those lines, which would lead me to not listen to that information and have to go do unbiased research on whether or not it's a good idea to do so. And then in that case, I probably would find out, as anybody who does unbiased research does, the actual truth and whether or not I should or should not take a blood transfusion. And I probably will end up taking one. Now, if I ask a Jehovah Witness elder the same question, they will tell me, you know what, it's better to die than to receive a life-saving blood transfusion because you don't want to make Jehovah mad. Is that in the Bible? No, it's not. Okay, but okay. That's what you say, though. All right. I think that's one for the mentally disabled parakeet. Yeah, keep score. Keep score because this could be a while. Okay, question number 2. I asked mentally disabled parakeet, do he have any members in his family that he's currently shunning? If there's anybody in his family who he feels has angered God so much that he needs to shun him, or them or her, whoever, the mentally disabled parakeet is probably going to tell me, or something like that, something along those lines. And I'm going to then have to look toward myself because I can't listen or communicate with a mentally disabled parakeet. But the mentally disabled parakeet will say that, and I'll have to look at my loved one, my family member, and actually go with what my body tells me to do. And my body tells me that I'm supposed to love and care for this person as anybody in the human being species is supposed to do. We're supposed to look out for each other. Now, if I ask a Jehovah Witness elder the same question, they'll tell me, yeah, cut them off. It don't even matter if they're disfellowship. If they say anything negative about Jehovah's organization, cut them off. Get them up out of here. They don't need to have anything to do with your life, because if you talk to them, you're risking your life to Jehovah. Now, wait a minute. What if I'm doing a good job of going out of field service and bringing in people? It don't matter. As long as you give a voice or love to a disfellowship person, then you deserve to be destroyed too. Oh, I think we got this 2-0, and the mentally disabled parakeet seems to be winning by simply not even being able to talk to him. What else can we ask this old crazy mentally disabled parakeet? I know what we'll ask him. Here we go. Dear mentally disabled parakeet, if you see an adult doing something inappropriate to a child, what should you do? Now, I'm no person. I don't speak mentally disabled parakeet, but I'm sure he's going to say something along the lines of, and when he says that, that's going to lead me to say, okay, I don't understand what you're saying, so I'm just going to go off of what the justice system already has in place. And according to the justice system, when somebody does something inappropriate with a kid, that person needs to go to jail. You hear me? Prison is not to be disciplined by the elders. You're not supposed to leave it in elders' hands. You're not supposed to leave it in God's hands. You're supposed to leave it in the American justice system's hands, or wherever you're at in the world. I'm sure there's not a country where that's just okay, where people are like, yeah, kids, yeah, do whatever you want, bang them, slap them, whatever, it's cool. I'm sure there's no place on the world that gives comfort to ideas like that. So with that said, you ask an elder, what do you do with such person? They'll tell you, well, you should first report it to the elders and you let the elders take it from there. Don't call the police, okay? Just we'll let you know if you can. And then we got to send our little blue envelope to the governing body so they'll know that he's out there. You know, later on, we'll forgive him. You know, we'll still let him hang around kids and stuff, but, you know, we just want to let you know. Yeah, baby! My mentally disabled parakeet is 3-0. He's undefeated. Currently, the way things are set up, you can get better information from a mentally disabled parakeet than you can from that of the leaders inside the Jehovah Witness organization. Because it's very simple. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's incredibly simple. Things that are right are right. Things that are wrong are, by definition, wrong. At no point should you have to sacrifice your life for the blood doctrine. That's dumb and ridiculous. At no time in the Bible did they think that one day blood could be used to save lives. That was never even a thought process while writing the Bible. It was impossible. The technology didn't exist. So how can you then in turn down a technology that saves lives over some outdated information? Can you please explain that to me? Now, if it say in the Bible somewhere, hey, don't get Disney Plus because it's cheap. It's too cheap. You know, you can't get as many. Like all the shows that Disney Plus have, you're mostly done seen except The Mandalorian. Other than that, most of the shows on there, you done seen already. So why are you about to pay all this money to them? If that was in the Bible, I'd say, okay, maybe they got a point about that blood issue because, damn it, they could see into the future. How did they know about Disney Plus coming along? But they don't have that. It's not there. You're not going to see that there. Because they couldn't see into the future. And since they couldn't see in the future, how could they then tell you not to take blood transfusions? They said don't eat blood. Because the Bible's simple like that. It's not hard. Yeah, don't eat blood. I wouldn't eat it either. That's why we drain our animals. And guess what? Even though we drain the animals, when we cook them and stuff, yes, it doesn't all get out. It's still blood there. It's still there. Just letting you know. In case you didn't know. You should know, but in case you didn't, yeah. Even the JWs that's like, let their kid perish on the opera room table, then go eat a steak afterwards. Like, oh no, little Johnny had to go because we wanted to please Jehovah. Oh, this steak is extra flavorful. I wonder what that flavor is. It's blood, that's what it is. So yeah, if you're ever thinking about going to the elders and confessing your sins, let me first tell you, you may want to look into the the mentally disabled parakeet first. As I just showed you, he gives better information. Way far better information. So yeah, I don't know if you guys ever thought about it, but yeah. They don't give good information. Not at all. Not especially spiritual information. Most of the stuff that they tell you to do ain't even in the Bible. It's not. It's just not. That's just a fact right there. They come up with their own rules and regulations. I don't know if y'all had a chance to read The Crisis of Consciousness by Raymond Friends, but this is a book in which a governing body member, a person on the board, of the Jehovah Witnesses who say it, and I quote, they just sit around and come up with stuff. Some of the time they didn't even read the Bible. They're just like, yeah, I think this should be a thing. So remember, if you're feeling down and you feel like you need to go talk to the elders, go to your local bird store, find the dumbest bird in there, and just talk to him. He'll give you better information than the Jehovah Witness elders. Anyway, man, it's your boy Jay the Comedian. I hope y'all having a good day. My day's going pretty good. Holla at your guala. Subscribe if you haven't. Deuces.